Welcome to the Green Screen. Over the summer, we partnered with Groundwork Richmond and the National Park Service. We met lots of cool teams and did really fun things. Here's a video showing some of the things that we did.
The partnership between Hometown Richmond and Groundwork Richmond's Green Screen team was a great opportunity to bring together different youth from different schools. The Green Screen team generated multimedia documentary projects, all while getting their hands dirty right alongside the Hometown Richmond team in the same transformative projects. Our work constitutes an important part of the conservation and restoration work going on throughout the city of Richmond, because it enlists young people to help out in their communities, all while giving them a chance to have their voices heard.
Green Screen has been working on the Greenway for many years, but do you know what a bioswale is? And if you don't, here's a video to show you.
A bioswale is a meandering creek-like landscape where we took out the native clay soils and replaced it with a high infiltration sandy and compost soil. And then we also revegetated the area with riparian plants, so river and creek plants. And the idea here is that the high infiltration soil will allow for the peak storm flows to infiltrate into the ground more quickly, thus reducing the flood. And we selected the riparian plants so that they could take up and break down a lot of the contaminants that are present in the water. And lastly, the bacteria in the soil can actually break down a lot of the organic pollutants that are in the stormwater as well. So this is a natural solution to an environmental problem that leads to improved water quality in the immediate surroundings and ultimately San Francisco Bay. So a major part of the work that we do is public outreach, education, and community involvement. So beyond the environmental goals that we have with the Bioswale project, we also have community goals as well. Today we have working with us a group from the National Park Service. It's a group of high school kids and students that are also like between high school and college. And they're helping today to build a trail on the space adjacent to the bioswale, where we're going to be planting native plants again and using it as a kind of transitional landscape between our bioswale project and Berryland to give the entire space between 6th Street and 8th Street a completely cohesive look.
We're here today at the Cycle's Victory Garden on the corner of 6th and McDonald here in Richmond, California. The Cycle is an educational nonprofit that serves the Iron Triangle, and they partner with the National Park Service on this project. Victory Gardens are an important element of the National Park Service's community outreach efforts here in Richmond, California. They provide an excellent opportunity to talk about home front conditions during World War II. During World War II, many families had to grow their own food to supplement their home's diet. Today's Victory Gardens also focus on providing fresh local produce to Richmond residents.
CYCLE it stands for Community Youth Council for Leadership and Education. We got involved with the National Park through, I guess just for the love of the earth. You know, we talked about starting a community garden for the people, for the city of Richmond, and instead of having it an eyesore, we would beautify it, and that's what we're doing. The students right now, they're planting pumpkins and lavender plants, and they're planting some trees also, so that we can beautify the other side. The future for Richmond is going to be a very nice, upbringing, good spirit, peaceful kind of place.
guys, it's Josh here with the green screen. I'm here with Sherman from Urban Tilth. And why don't you tell us a little bit about what we're doing out here? What's your role in things here?
Like you said, my name is Sherman Dean. I work for Urban Tilth. I'm actually the site supervisor and project coordinator for the edible forest site. Last summer we installed the butterfly garden. This summer we're working on installing the actual forest site, which will be all the fruit trees and vegetables and edibles and all that stuff will be available for the community. Today what they're doing actually is cutting down some of the weeds that's growing up behind us to create our own compost. We're going to compost it all and be able to have our compost ready for us to use on our project site. The other project that's going on behind me is they're building the compost bins that we're going to be using. The youth, they're getting this experience firsthand. They're learning how to measure, they're learning how to cut properly, make proper cuts where they only have to cut one time. They're learning how to read measuring tapes, learning how to use power tools, drills, saws, things that they'll be able to take into the real world. And you know, after summer or after high school, when they want to get a job, they can actually list these as skills that they have learned. And being able to identify the invasive plants is also, it's another skill that the youth are getting just from these little projects. They don't look like much, but when you actually get in there and you see what's going on, you know, you see that they're learning. It's not just work, it's not just a little cash for their pockets. This is things that they can take with them to further them, make them, you know, grow.
So is there an opportunity for other people that, you know, just a common person in Richmond to work with you guys here on this project at any time?
Today we have the National Park Services, the green screen out here working with us. You know, anytime anybody wants to come out here and just volunteer, or just even if they want to come and just see what's going on, kind of get their hands dirty a little, it's always open. Anytime we're out here working, they can come out. We do have a once a month event that involves all the community. They can come out and help volunteer for hours. For the ones that want jobs or anybody that wants to find out any more information, they can go to our website. Our website is www.urbantilth.org.
Thank you for being out here, sir. I appreciate the work you're doing, and all of us at Green Screen do.
No problem. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for coming out today. Thank you guys for helping us.
Yeah.
So we always need extra hands, so it's wonderful. It's wonderful to see the youth out here working.
Through our partnership with Hometown Richmond, the Green Screen documented work being done at Tilden Park.
The Green Screen team teamed up with the East Bay Park's Eco Action crew as they worked to move a log across Jewel Lake in Tilden Park.
That literally
Good job. Thank you guys.
that literally
How about when you go to the beach and you see all that wood that washed up? I do. How do you think about
Why are we pushing it?
So Anthony, tell us where we are.
We're at Jewel Lake. We're on the north side of Jewel Lake in Berkeley at Tilden Park. Basically, we're supposed to be moving the log to the other side. For hikers, when they get tired, they can rest on the other side and sit.
Bethany Fatchendini, East Bay Park Ranger, directed and supervised the entire event in the Eco Action Summer Youth Project.
Sir, it's flying to hit me in my face.
Great. Take it back. Yeah. Back to the front.
Park visitors will now be able to rest on a giant log bench cut from one of the Tilden's very own trees.
Hi, I'm Fari Henson here reporting for the Green Screen team, and I'm here with Ron, who actually made it possible for so many of the other groups that you saw today to be out here because he drives the bus for them to get here. So Ron, what about your job?
I have a great time doing my job. It's been fun picking up the Eco team, and I pick them up in 2 locations at Yanza High and the BART station and bring them up to Wildcat, and then from there we've gone to the Berkeley Marina, the Richmond Marina, where they took kayaks out in the rain, and we've been near Point Pinole for another project. So it's been really great for the young people, and it's been really great for me to be a part of it.
Yeah, I'm glad that you've participated in all that because there's so many great things going on today with the youth, not just the Green Screen Team project, but so many others that you've also seen today. I really appreciate your time, Ron.
Nice talking to you.
You too.
On the outskirts of Richmond, California, next to El Sobrante, visitors are often surprised to find a farm, the Richmond EcoVillage. Last summer, Michelle McGoy, the founder of Solar Richmond, worked with teams of students, including the Green Screen crew, to bring solar panels to the EcoVillage farmhouse. Shyam Shabaka, the founder and director of the EcoVillage, was excited to have students and mentors from solar companies around the East Bay, working to bring his traditional farm project up to date with solar technology. Volunteers from Sunlight and Power, SunPower, Greenleaf Solar, and Solar City and the Rising Sun Energy companies built the panels and directed the students working on the installation. The students were learning green job skills, getting ready for new careers, and the Green Screen was documenting the whole 2-day project. In addition to the solar panel project, the Green Screen crew got to enjoy the farm, the outdoor setting, the gardens, the fruit trees, and the animals. Jessica and Quincy even helped shear the sheep. We enjoyed the hot summer sun on our farm adventure while the solar panels began soaking up the sun's energy to power the EcoVillage farmhouse. Shyam Shabaka was especially happy with the results of the day.
You know, we do it, but it's a spirit greater than us that makes things happen, and we want to give thanks and gratitude to that.
That's right.
I want to also thank all of you, for the work that you've done here to help improve EcoVillage Farm Learning Center. The solar, having us being able to get off the grid and have solar is very much a part of our mission and vision, and so we're really grateful for that.
Welcome to West County Resource Recovery. My name is Martin. We're a division of Public Services, and we love to give tours here because it educates those who come in about recycling. Today, one of the most important things on everybody's mind is how we can save and preserve our environment. Meet your tour guide, Vince Farrow.
Hi there, I'm Vince Farrow, and I'm a recycling coordinator with Recycle More. We work in partnership with West County Resource Recovery, and I'm usually in charge of leading the school tours here at the recycling center. Right here behind me you can see the recycling trucks. These are your neighborhood recycling trucks pulling into the recycling center to then dump off all the recycling in their payloads, and then it gets prepped for processing through the many machines and the different types of sorting.
Recycle More offers tours of the local recycling processing facility run by the West Contra Costa Resource Recovery Company. We run these tours to school-age kids to show the connections between their actions at home, such as recycling in the blue and green bins, and pollution issues, also resource conservation, and the local green jobs that are produced. Landfills are not sustainable solutions for our society's waste because of the pollution landfills create, which includes toxic trash juice type liquids and air polluting methane gas. We emphasize to students the correct materials that go into each waste cart they have at home. The brown cart is for garbage. The green cart is for yard waste, and possibly food waste if your city participates. And the blue cart is for recyclables such as bottles, cans, and cardboard. The kids learn about the journey each of the colored bins takes. Brown carts go to the landfill to be buried. Green cart contents, or yard waste and food waste, is processed to become compost, which is used to grow new plants or sold off to farmers. And the blue cart, or recycling bin, is first processed for recycling here at the Recycling Center at 101 Pittsburgh Avenue in Richmond, California, before the materials are shipped around the world on the open market to be recycled into new products. The tour today focuses on the blue recycling bin's journey. First, we prep the kids for safety. Then the students board a tour tram and enter the recycling center. Inside, students immediately see local recycling trucks dumping loads of recyclables into a large pile. Next, we witness the highly mechanical process where the mixed up, or we call commingled recycling materials, are separated into each material type by advanced machines and human labor. We have optical sorting for the plastics, we have magnets for the metal, we have a thing called a eddy current, which is a reverse magnet for aluminum, and we have hand sorters for cardboard. Once separated, most materials are squished, or we say baled, into cubes by a baler machine. We like to get kids excited about our baler by telling them they will see a real-life Wall-E from the popular animated movie. Now that we are done with the tour of the separation process, our tour stops to look at the various bales of materials stacked up and waiting to be loaded onto large trucks to then be shipped around the world on the open market to be then recycled into new materials and products. Next, we visit the Buyback Center. Here we teach students about the California redemption value of bottles and cans. Residents 18 years or older can bring bottles or cans here to redeem for cash. Before going home, students reiterate why recycling is good for people. Most people believe that recycling is a way to preserve our environment for future generations by conserving valuable resources, reducing pollution, and creating good local green jobs.
So we just got done with the Recycling Center tour inside. Now I want to ask, do you have any questions about what you saw?
Yeah, I have a question. Do they really use robots here?
So the robots you saw inside are the machines. You're talking about both the processing machines and then as well as the baler machine that bales the materials into cubes, just like you have right here. Aluminum, milk jugs, and I think we have plastic bottles right here.
Now they're all in these big bales. What happens next?
So after the recycling is processed into bales out here, we get 32 of them, and they get stacked up and put on a forklift into a truck that ships them off around the world to an open market where they sell them from anywhere from a few $100s to even $1,000 per bale. So it's a lot of money.
So who makes the machines and robots here that bale up all these bales?
We have machines and robots inside, and they're manufactured and designed by engineers off-site. But inside we have mechanics. Kind of asks a larger question about career opportunities here in the recycling industry. And they have everything from the hand sorters to the mechanics to managers, administration staff who works on computers inside, and people like myself who educate the public on what goes on in a recycling center.
Wow, we all learned so much today here at the Recycling Center. Thanks, Vince, for being our guide.
Thank you, Abraham. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you'd like to set up a tour of your own, just go to recyclemore.com.
Hi, I'm Claudia Torian, Program Manager with Recycle More. If you have any questions about how to recycle at home, at school, or in your place of business, please give us a call at 510-215-3125 or check our website recyclemore.com. Happy recycling! Claudia Torian, and I want to welcome everybody to the West County's first business expo for Earth Day. We're here celebrating Earth Day and also helping businesses learn how to be more green and how they can recycle more.
Hi, my name is Nancy Lampa. I own No Trace Paper Shredding in Richmond, California, off of Bissell Avenue next to the County Health Building. We shred paper on-site, off-site, and we accept public walk-in. Public walk-in is simply $5 a standard banker box. We are different because we pulverize all of our material we receive, paper, hard drives, IT, and textiles, just about anything that you need to get destroyed. You can call me and get an idea of what we can do. Number is 925-957-6755. One of the things that we do that is important to us is we domestic recycle. We don't send anything overseas. Everything is kept in our country. Work is done by people of our country, and you can rebuy it in Target, Costco, local stores.
Well, this is fantastic to be celebrating Earth Day in Richmond, and Richmond Sanitary Service is putting this on for us. It's so fantastic. It's wonderful. I have a business in Richmond, M.A. Hayes Insurance, and M.A. Hayes is celebrating 99 years in Richmond. Now, John Z is not 99 years old, but we have been recycling at M.A. Hayes Company with our paper and our plastic for as long as Richmond Sanitary has started the program, and we really support recycling because we do a lot of paperwork at M.A. Hayes Insurance, selling a lot of policies. So this is fantastic for Earth Day.
My name is Dick McCloskey. My wife and Susan and I have had a painting business in the Richmond area since 1977, and we're involved in the green world like everybody else. When we first started working, we used a lot of oil-based products, and now we've evolved into water-based products, and there was a lot of resistance initially, but now everybody realizes that that's the way to go, and we're trying to do everything that we can to fit into the green world. So we're glad to be here today. Thank you.
And you can do it at home too.
Hi, I'm Fari Henson, here reporting for Richmond's Groundwork and EarthTeam. I'm here with Tootie Marr and Brian Drayton, who have been so important in the collaboration of the community to work on Richmond's future Unity Park. So Tootie, can you tell us about that?
Yeah, there's the city and the community groups. We have an amazing opportunity to potentially get a grant from the state of California for $5 million to transform and to continue to develop this space that the Spanish-speaking residents of this community refer to as El Baldío, which means the abandoned place or the abandoned terrain, and to use these funds to transform this space into a new park called Unity Park that could provide people of the neighborhood with a place to go, a safe place to hang out, and just a beautiful place to be. An important part of this grant is that the state of California wants to see that the community residents themselves were involved in the design and the envisioning of this new space. So what we did very quickly is worked with all the groups. Virtually every single community group who was working in Richmond came together in one place at one time, and it's been an amazing collaborative effort to have everybody working together alongside residents of the community to come up with a collective vision for what Richmond's Unity Park will look like.
I think that's so exciting, and I think that's so great that all these people are coming together to become unified. And Brian, can you tell us what role you've played in it?
Yeah, well, see, the thing is that this Unity Park is also a hub. It's a central hub when it comes to transportation. Because it's an old rail line that actually runs from the far east side of Richmond to the west side of Richmond. And what we want to do is to have it be a transportation corridor that goes through the park that creates kind of a gateway to a lot of different aspects of the community. So it's a vital piece of mobility for people, and a gathering space and a community space that we're going to continue to support and developing for the community to have access to.
So Tootie, I actually heard that there were 800 people who participated in envisioning this park. Can you tell us the outcome of the survey?
Yeah, so over a period of 2 weeks, we had 2 design tents set up, one in 6th and Ohio and the second one at 16th and Ohio. And this is where for 8 days, rain or shine, and believe me, it did rain, we interacted with approximately 800 residents to envision what Unity Park was going to look like. And overwhelmingly, the #1 thing that came up that people want is just a place where everybody can come together as one.
With the help of our volunteer city residents, nonprofit local organizations, and the city, we now have the opportunity to transform and unite the Richmond community. EarthTeam's Visuals and Voices contest awards teens for their artistic entries, such as poems, paintings, you name it. Riley from Orinda has submitted a story, and she would just like to tell you about it.
Imagine a world that, well, isn't our world. Imagine that the polar ice caps melted, flooding northern Europe, northern Canada, Indonesia, and many other places. I want to be a writer or a soccer player. I like raising awareness about the problems in the environment, and it helps me feel good about making a difference, even if it's a small one. Well, the way I think about the environment is, imagine that we're all in a desert, and the environment is an oasis, and there's not many oases, but they're life, and they're water, and they're green, and they're animals, when everywhere around is just hot and dry and desert. And even that one little grain of sand, one more little piece of sand in the oasis, it affects the whole environment. And if we're that little grain of sand, imagine us making that difference.